Alright. Official.streetsmarks@gmail is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here, exclusively on YouTube, Streetsmark Audio. Or fuck with us at IG, official.streetsmarks, Streetsmarks fan page at Facebook, or street_smart on Twitter.
Yeah, there we go.
This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, August 3rd, 1993.
Woo! If you can call it a review, it was barely even a show.
Overall thoughts? Damn, you beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in slow motion right now.
Good night, everybody.
Well, goddamn, everybody! All right, so we got a recap of the press conference from fucking last week.
I hope you like recaps.
Right. We got Todd running down the TV tapings and Ultra Clash 1. Ultra Clash. Then we got a replay of Jazzy JT Smith versus the Dark Take Two. Dark Patriot, the Shield of Return scaffold match for Ultra Clash.
Mm-hmm.
That was that's the match where JT fell off the stage, right?
What are you talking about? From the Eagles' Nest
the
week before? Yeah.
It was a couple weeks. That was
alright, yeah. It's been a while, sorry, they all bleed together. But we know what we're talking about.
So we got a match. Madman from the Badlands, Glenn Osborne, Jazzy JT Smith versus Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
That's right. The leader and founder of Hot Stuff International in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance, and also the King of Philadelphia, and also the newest addition to Hot Stuff International, Mr. The Dark Patriot. So, we're still trying to figure out this guy because, there used to be beef with him and the leader, but, so far he's working out.
Sully and Morocco on commentary again. Awesome.
Gold. You're welcome, everybody.
Eddie with an in-ring promo. Roasting Philly.
Deservedly so.
I mean, I figure he's speaking to his subjects.
Yeah,
Speaks on Jazzy JT Smith getting pummeled by the Dark Patriot a few weeks back.
Yeah, that was hard to watch, and JT Smith is our dude. We make sure he eat out here and stuff, but Dark Patriot went a little overboard with that.
So now that JT Smith has a gimpy knee, a hurt wrist, he's in no capacity to perform. So this tag becomes a 1-versus-1, Osborne versus Dark Patriot. Smith gives a shitty promo in response, talking about, "You can't stop me. They can't stop me, Dad. You can't stop me. I'm gonna fight."
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I can respect it. You know what I'm saying? But he made the wrong decision, though.
All right. Smith is gutting it out. It's got a slow pace. Mm-hmm. So obviously they're going to target the knee.
Obviously so.
All right. Gilbert boys, they're about to heel communication. Dark Patriot and Eddie Gilbert square off. Paulie has to intervene.
This is why we got to keep an eye on this guy, man. He be tripping.
Yeah, to test the strength. I'm rapidly losing interest in this match.
Well,
Heels take over. Dark Patriot cheating, targeting the knee. Eddie with the early Pillmanizing the knee with the chair.
Yeah, because we told him to go ahead, go home. We know you hurt and everything, and he insisted on competing. So unfortunately, as much as it hurt, see, that was one of the only a few beatdowns where it actually hurt us to administer. Because JT's a good kid. Told you we make sure he eat out here. You know what I'm talking about? So to have to do that to him, I don't know if you could tell, but there was some reservations when Eddie and Dark Patriot was, doing what they had to do.
So you had a heel assisted figure four for the submission win.
Yeah.
Absolute zero.
We made him tap.
Absolute zero.
I think as far as matches go that teach other wrestlers a lesson, that match is a 10. Because if you find yourselves in the crosshairs of Hot Stuff International and you get a free pass out of the line of fire, you better take it. Because if you don't, you're going to end up like JT Smith or worse. And we like JT Smith. So let somebody who we don't like get in those crosshairs. Try us if you want to.
All right, so back in the control booth, Eddie comes out, joins Todd, and they start bickering back and forth. They bicker and back and forth, and they go into a lead-in to the Wings promotion in Japan, because ECW is going to be doing a joint promotion with Wings, and they're going to be doing a talent train.
Oh, nice.
Eddie Gilbert said, "Say one thing intelligent," to Todd. I wrote that. I don't know. It lost context in the reading, but whatever. You can bury me, whatever.
I was going to ask you, what did Todd say?
Oh, shit. Who knows? Oh, shit. All right, so we come back. Wayne Promotion of Japan. It's pronounced. It's W not apostrophe goof. Asterisk ING. So W asterisk ING.
Okay.
All right. So basically, picture what you think ECW is in your mind. So close your eyes. Think of what you think ECW is to be in its classic state. And then switch everybody in American with Japanese. And that's ECW. And that's Wing.
Oh, wow.
So Wing is just Japan ECW.
Okay.
They were doing this shit like in '93. The shit you're gonna be seeing, the shit that you recognize with ECW.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whole bunch of stuff, ladders, blood, barbed wire, whole bunch of different vignette spots going on. Oh, that's right, you didn't see it.
No,
all right,
none of that.
all right. For the listening audience, Hollywood's looking at me with astonishment because he doesn't have the Tape Trader show. You could see it on Maple Mania, but Maple Mania YouTube channel, and he watched the WWE Network show. That's why you got that befuddled look on your face.
Yeah, and that's probably why it was 35 minutes too. Ain't no telling what else I missed.
Okay.
On that moment.
So okay, I'll tell you what you missed. All right. So basically, picture what you have ECW in your mind. Replace it with everybody with Japanese people. That's what I said. All right. Product's about to change. It's coming. You got Jason the Terrible. So you got a guy. He's dressed like Jason Voorhees, and he's in barbed wire, and he's like swinging chairs with barbed wire. And, shit's on fire, and he's doing all that type of stuff. Then you see, like, the Headhunters. You remember the Headhunter tag team group? No, you don't.
Remember the Head Shrinkers?
No, Head Shrinkers were the Samoan guys. No, Headhunters are, they look like two miniature-style Abby the Butchers.
Okay.
All right? And all they do, and they're big, fat fucks, but they're short. And they can do moonsaults. Through tables, and barbed wire, and glass. And more barbed wire, and they're bloody.
I would imagine so.
Okay, everybody's bloody. In every vignette in the whole vignette, like everybody's bloody. Okay, and everybody's like diving onto the crowd, and everybody's like going through glass, and everybody's going through. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So, and the vignette's like hella long. That's another reason why your show is 35 minutes long.
Makes sense.
Because this fucking vignette was long as shit. It was about 10 fucking minutes.
Oh, dang.
Of just gratuitous violence. Or basically like the Braveheart scene where they're fucking all fighting, you know what I'm saying? You can't take our freedom! And the fight after that.
Never saw Braveheart.
Terrible.
My bad. But I do know Mel Gibson rocking the mullet and the face paint.
Right. So. And you've seen the parody for WrestleMania 21 with Ric Flair and he's on the donkey.
I probably saw it, but it don't.
That's 2005. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right. Got a promo for ECW coming on Tuesday, 6 p.m. on Sports Channel. I have OCD. I'm gonna change the podcast time.
What time are you changing it to?
Whenever the fuck I feel like it.
Oh. Oh, well, all right. Make sure y'all subscribe, everybody, because 6:05 on Saturdays is over with.
Yeah, it's done. Frederick. Whenever you get a fucking notification, watch the shit. Alright. So we got Cairo Snooker replay from the Sizzler. And I'm sitting here thinking like, holy shit. I just reviewed this. This is easy as shit.
And that's what exactly jumped after the match with JT, Glenn Osborne, and Dark Patriot.
Okay, so you missed Eddie Baker and you missed the fucking Wing promotion vignette. Oh man, you missed a lot of shit.
Some bullshit.
I might think you should have tape trader shows. No, you can watch Mabel Mania.
Mabel or Maple?
Mabel,
like King Mabel.
Yes, that's his fucking avatar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's King Mabel.
Oh, that's a hell of an avatar, but it's nobody doing it, so I could see why somebody would do it.
All right, so I got to talk about this Wing segment. Okay, because it was violent as shit. I mean, it was really, really violent. All right, and it's basically what you know of ECW. And I hate to reiterate it, but it's crazy because I want to highlight how much, damn, Eric Bischoff stole the NWO angle from Japan. Paul Lee is fucking copying this shit from Wings right here. I mean, it's basically ECW with Japan people. You know, Japanese people. It's mind-boggling to me how much that people just rip off other people in wrestling. It's nothing original. Nothing. You look at this ECW Revolution and you think, oh man, this started the Attitude Era. Nah. Got that shit from Wings.
Damn. Dang, you just never know.
The Japanese are the most violent motherfuckers on the planet. Which is fucking hilarious to me because when I watch Japanese matches, the very fucking few that I watch, they're all just sitting on their hands, clapping.
the crowd and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I can't get into it. I know the guys are working their asses off and everything, and no disrespect to them, but the commentary, I don't know Japanese.
Yeah.
So how the fuck? And I just don't watch cold matches.
That's where I check out it. Yeah, I feel.
I mean, we watched Battle of the Belts. That shit was terrible.
Yeah, just straight going in like, oh, here's all this shit going on, and it's important because it's on.
Right.
Oh, all right.
That's basically every Japanese match. Oh.
Yeah, that's tough. You have to really love quote unquote work rate and all the.
That's the Virgins. The Virgins like that shit. They're always some fucking neck bearded, fedora wearing.
Oh, pew 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 pew.
It kills me every time. Well, I don't like Roman Reigns. I like Shinsuke Nakamura and something Okada and blankety blank Misawa. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on.
Oh man.
Who cares?
Well, apparently, that particular corner of the internet wrestling community.
F them. Fuck smart marks. So anyway, the Wing promotion, they end their segment and they're all fucking in the ring and they're talking shit. And ECW, they're doing like translations talking about, you know, meet me at the ECW arena on August 7th and August 8th. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're talking in Japanese and they're doing like some fake translation overdub and shit. It's hilarious. Alright. And at the end, right, they're all in the ring. So it's like 20 guys in the ring and they're just sitting there. Or standing there. And they're still talking in Japanese and I have no idea what they're saying. And they're like, huh, ich, ni, ja, go! And they all like throw their fists up in the air, right? And they freeze frame, and then like the wing promotion like insignia comes on the screen, and then like some cool ass music comes on. It's like dun, 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 dun. And I was like,
that's some Japanese music.
Yo, I might be fucked up. I'm feeling this shit for some reason. I don't know why I'm feeling this shit, but I'm feeling it. And I'm feeling like, yo, because I know the product is changing, and I know this shit is coming, and I know this shit is about to be, this is what it is. Oh, shit, bitch. This shit about to go down. Stop watching the WWE Network. Get the tapes ready to show, yo.
Oh, shoot. Hey, man, I'm watching what you gave me, and it just so happens some gaps.
Yeah, there is some gaps. My bad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The way what you want me to do. But I know about Mabel Mania now, so I'll be sure to check them out.
Shout out Mabel Mania. Todd and Eddie in the booth. They start shilling Ultra Clash. And then they mention Stevie Wonderful being gone. Like, he's not there anymore. And I said, is this the end of Stevie Wonderful?
Might be. So, unfortunately, he got on the wrong side of Paul Lee, and, you know, that's the wrong side to be on.
That is true. That is absolutely true. I was wondering when the exodus of Stevie Wonderful and Jay Sully was going to be. Obviously, Stevie Wonderful, with this mentioning, that might be it for for Stevie.
It's very possible. And unfortunately, it might be the end for someone else too. Unfortunately, come Ultra Clash, but you know, still got a while for that. But,
Next week.
Yeah, next week, everybody.
We'll be reviewing
Thankfully, not Ultra Clash.
August 10th, August 17th show.
Yeah.
For steamrolling towards Ultra Clash. But this show was fucking terrible. Outside of the wing segment, I'm telling you that wing segment was, it did something to me. I don't know what it was, but it got me right in the center.
And the blood and guts.
And all the gratuitous violence, it was just like, something is different. It's just different.
You know. If you like it, then I may love it or I may not love it. I don't know because I didn't see it.
Right. Until then.
Until then, everybody.
Life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
ECW song.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail. That's how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us at the Street Smart fan page. Official.streetsmarks on IG. Street_smarks on Twitter. This is Street Smart Audio. Hollywood and the new Street Smart Trivia champion, The Fooch. And we are here to review the Extreme Retro edition of ECW, August 10th, 1993. Wood!
First off, I want to say, I just want to congratulate you on successfully stealing my championship away from me.
10-3 is not stolen.
And your reign is going to be tainted. You're a paper champion. I am the rightful Street Smarks Trivia champion. And I am looking forward to the first chance to get my belt back But in the meantime, while you defile my precious championship, I am still the reigning, defending, and undisputed Street Smarts pay-per-view champion. Because that means I got my ear to the wrestling street. And I am the motherfucking champion, and I will always hold that championship down. Before you could call me 2 belts, now I'm just 1 belt. But I'm going to let you enjoy your shine. This is your time. You are the new paper champion. So congratulations, and be my guest.
Butthurt Betty over here is butthurt. So, Sully is interrupted by Eddie Gilbert in the control booth. They bicker back and forth into a recap about how the Dangerous Alliance was formed. So, it's basically a clip show. Now, I was all ready to say, all right, man, it's a fucking clip show. We'll just skim through this shit, do some trivia, do some cinema. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I beat Wood in some trivia, and we go about our business. Okay? But I figure, you know what? Let's use this as a primer and a retrospective of what we've seen so far. Because we have been invested.
That we have.
I mean, we've been doing this for the last 3 months, you know what I'm saying? And we've grown to like, dislike, and be indifferent to the various stages of ECW.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you get a video recap of Paulie coming into ECW with the phone. He cuts the great promo, and he's forming the alliance of the Dangerous Alliance and mixing it with Hot Stuff International. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a very tantamount to the beginning stages of ECW. And I look back at it now, and we suffered through those shows. But you listen to them and you watch them, and you're like, man, it ain't that bad.
No, yeah,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, absolutely not. Pretty cool.
All right, so you get a recap of Snuka's TV title win and Morocco's ECW title win. Mm-hmm. All right, so Snuka had won the tournament final. I think he beat Glenn Osborne, maybe not, from an earlier show, maybe in May. And then Morocco had beat the Sandman for his ECW title. Thoughts?
First of all, I don't appreciate Jay Sully trying to perpetuate like there's some sort of issues going on with our family, Hot Stuff International, in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance. Other than that, always a pleasure when Eddie Gilbert comes on the scene and makes the show worth watching, because Jay Sully is boring his ass, and to have the King of Philadelphia come on the screen is, what I'm saying, it's better than Jay Sully, the six-pack Sully as he called him.
So we got more Sully and Eddie bickering about the Dark Patriot, and also adding the fabulous Shane Douglas to Hot Stuff International.
That was very... I thought that... I don't know what's going to happen with that, because apparently that was at a TV tape, and I would have liked to have seen that on screen as opposed to just being casually mentioned. But I'm thinking maybe something must not have worked out with the fabulous quote-unquote Shane Douglas and the leader and founder of Hot Stuff International, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And I don't know what's up with Paulie or not. We got to holler at him. But right now we're in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance.
Well, out of character, Shane Douglas came up in Mid-South after he split from Mick up in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. So he went down to Mid-South and he hooked up with Eddie and Missy. Okay. So, little tidbit, they both collaborated and gave him his name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his real name is Troy Martin. But they both, Eddie and Missy, one day just came up with Shane Douglas.
Get out of here.
Yep. So, bringing him in, to Hot Stuff International is actually a good move because he's from Pittsburgh, which is instant heat because they're in Philly. So, you got that little connection going on. How do you feel about Troy Martin, a.k.a. the fabulous Shane Douglas, being from Pittsburgh?
Well, he just got instant heat with me. I mean, on one hand, he's kind of like the son of Eddie Gilbert and Missy Hyatt,
Basically.
but on the other hand, he's from that place, from Pittsburgh. It's more like it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm over. He was willing to come to Philadelphia, and as long as it walks in lockstep with his father and our leader, the founder of Hot Stuff International, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, as long as he stays in line and toes the company line, me and Shane Douglas will not have a problem.
All right. So we have a recap of the Snuka versus Hawk match. Moving on. We got more Ultra Class shilling. Ultra Class. So we have a recap of Hunter Q. Robbins III, the Super D's, and the Blondes angle, and all their comings and goings with Sal Balomo. We got a recap of the press conference. Plus, and obviously Wild Man Sal gets intertwined in the Suicide Blondes Super D's angle because he's Super D number 3. Mm-hmm. All right. So Eddie. We go back to Eddie and Sully in the control booth.
He has a gift for Mr.
Right.
J. Sully.
All right, so he gives Sully a King Eddie T-shirt.
Damn, that was a pretty snazzy shirt.
Then Eddie cuts a promo for Ultra Class show. He puts over Abby, and he puts over the Bunkhouse match. But you like the King Eddie T-shirt, huh?
Yeah, I actually have two. I have two of them. They're pretty cool.
Well, I see you wearing another Superman T-shirt.
That's right. I also have 3 different types of Superman shirts.
Should have called Superman for your Street Smart Trivia Challenge.
Oh, that's cute.
So we get back to a recap of the Penn State Sandusky Battle Royal. Jobberman Cairo won.
Also known as the Pennsylvania State Heavyweight Championship Battle Royal.
The guy who jobs to trips and doesn't get even the superstar, the Superfly splash. So, fuck that guy. Got a recap of Rockin' Rebel and the Peaches angle. Battle of the Sexes Battle Royal, and the cameraman has been added to the match. And we get another recap of the press conference one more time. Okay. Recap of the Funk and Gilbert chain match from the Sizzler.
Against King Eddie Gilbert's wishes. He told them not to play it, and they played that shit anyway. What type of shit is that?
Well, they were just highlighting King Eddie's triumphant win and his coronation.
It doesn't matter. The king said don't play that shit. You don't play that shit. Somebody should have been fired behind that.
Sully wraps up. Ultra Clash is September 18th. Did you know that?
I had no idea it was September 18th.
All right, because
after 1,000 times.
Right, they ran that promo about 1,000 times.
This September 18th, I'm gonna still be looking for Ultra Clash.
Right. Next week starts the tag team title tournament. Overall, clip show, skip show.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine as a retrospective to see where we are at in this journey. But I mean, do you need to watch it? Nah.
No, especially it seems like we just had a clip show a show or two ago, so it seems a little soon for a best of just as quickly as.
Well, I would figure that at this point, with all the clip shows and everything, there must be at this point the Eddie Paul Todd tension going on right at this point, or at least the Todd and Eddie tension, because he's leaving. I mean, he's leaving at Ultra Clash, so there has to be some type of bickering back and forth behind the scenes that necessitate shows like these.
Man, damn. So when humans get involved and stuff, is beautiful things come to an end and stuff, and I just. It's hard to think about Ultra Clash, man.
We got a post-credit scene after the credits. Post-credits. Eddie and Sully going back and forth. And then Eddie ends the show going, Eddie's World, party time, excellent, woo, 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 woo. And the camera goes in and out like Wayne's World from Saturday Night Live. Did you get that?
No.
WWE Network.
Yeah.
Mabel Mania. Told you. Hit the
you
shows.
did tell me that.
I keep telling you that, goof.
You
and I'm going
did.
to keep telling y'all that. Mabel Mania. Hit him up. But make sure you like and subscribe. Official.streetsmarks.
And be sure to comment, tell us what you think of the show. And also, I came up with the Street Smart the Street Smart drinking game. Every time you hear one of us clear our throat, go ahead and take a shot.
So that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next week. This is August 17th.
Yep, August 17th.
All right, we'll be back. Peace. Official.streetsmarks@gmail is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Fuck with us. Street Smart fan page at Facebook, official.streetsmarks on IG, street_smart at Twitter. Had to bring it in. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, August 17th, 1993. Wood, overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts? It was mediocre show at best. You know what I'm saying? It's better than a clip show because there was some new stuff going on. Something happened at the end that I didn't like, but I'll explain more as as you do the review. But yeah, about meh overall.
No, Brian. So initially we have the breakdown of the tag team title tournament bracket. So you got Balomo and Sandman versus Stetson and Michaels. Ooh. You got the Headhunters from the Wing promotion in Japan.
Who cares?
Versus the Koloffs.
Who cares?
You have Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, somebody. The leader and founder of Hot Stuff International in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance.
We also have in conjunction with him, his tag team partner is the Dark Patriot.
That's right. Also a member of Hot Stuff International.
And rounding out the first round is the Super Destroyers versus the Suicide Blinds.
Yeah. Woo.
All right. So you got Sully in the control booth running down the tag team title. The two matches that's going to be on tonight. Also, Morocco squashing some geek. And Snuka and Hanson in the match. Mm-hmm. We got more Ultra Class shilling. Eddie comes in and greets Sully with a beer. He apologizes for stooging him off to his wife that there was a rat waiting for Sully after the show. There were actually 3.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to look out for him, but since you want to bitch about it.
Right. So yeah, dated references about Heidi Fleiss and her little black book. She was a Hollywood madam.
For those of you who may not have known.
Right. She was a madam for a brothel in Hollywood, and Hollywood stars would come and fuck the bitches. You know what I'm saying? And then she got exposed.
She was a female pimp.
Right. Now, he puts $500 on the first person he sees who could do a better job than Jay Sully on play-by-play. Sully says, fuck that, I'll double it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Gilbert goes and takes a stroll. He goes, he sees a guy in a Redskins hat, gets him to come back to the control booth to Sully's surprise. His name is something, and he gets a format sheet. He starts reading it like Boom Howard from King of the Hill. Then he exposes, and then Sully finds out that the guy's a fucking plant because he rips off his shirt, and then he has a King Eddie shirt underneath.
That's just a freaking coincidence.
Save me.
He is not a doggone plant. And Sully's just mad because he was literally 10 times better than Jay Sully, reading off a piece of paper.
Don't you ever disrespect Jay Sully like that.
Jay Sully was jelly. That's all.
All right.
And he didn't have the money to pay up. He was trying to come up off hot stuff.
I mean, but wouldn't you?
No, you can't come up off the king of Philadelphia. He's too smart for that.
Well, you figure since he's on his way out the door, he might as well get the money.
Jace, I don't know what you're talking about at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dagnabbit.
Ultra Clash.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
So we have an Ivan Koloff pre-tape promo. Ivan does all the talking. Vlad does all the stupid.
Damn, poor Vlad. Poor Vladimir.
Koloff versus the Headhunters in the first round match. Tag title tournament. Bulldog Bob Arteef explains the matches are one fall, 15-minute time limit. If it ends in a draw, then they do a coin flip to determine the winner. Holy fuck. Why would you do this?
Stupid. Just full on stupid.
Right. So, Ivan clearly is 100 years old at this point. And he has to fucking carry 3 people, including 2 miniature Abbeys. This is your first time seeing them.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, Sully and Paulie on play-by-play. Chairs and chains outside. They look like little Abbeys. Settles into a tag match. Vlad tag in with a belly-to-belly. Sully calls it a belly-to-back, and Paulie buries him.
Oh, real smooth, too.
Abby with a chain choke. Or Abby gets choked with a chain. Finnegan gets knocked over, and they call for the fucking bell. Crowd boos.
As
Me
they
too.
Should, yeah.
They keep fighting. Finnegan gets bumped again. Crowd cheers. They keep fighting. Victor Quinones comes in. The coin flips. And the Koloffs win. Negative infinity.
Yep.
They keep fighting. Whatever. What am I expecting? It's ECW. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, having a tag match and then having it being basically settled by a coin flip, an arbitrary coin flip, which I'm sorry, you was wanted to. So what it was they want? Oh, I get it. They had this tag team from Wing.
Right.
They were the tag team champions. It must have been a one-off deal or something, or they not going to be there all like that and stuff. They would need the Koloffs to advance, but they don't want the Japan or Wing, whoever doesn't want their team to do the job. So basically wrestling politics. So don't put that shit in a tag team tournament.
I think my little boo has graduated to 2nd grade, y'all. Oh my God. I got a tear in my eye. Little smart Mark.
First of all, I am the pay-per-view champion. Okay, so I am no one's son. So, but yeah, I think that's freaking wrestling politics right there.
It is. All right, so we got Todd in the ring announcing the ECW champ Don Morocco for a promo. Freddie Gilbert comes out with Morocco holding the belt. Morocco's looking for competition, and he starts burying all the top contenders for the title.
Yep, as he should.
A pre-tape promo shows, and it's Chico Santana.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Chico gives a quick little promo, and Morocco starts bitching about the IC title switch wasn't televised, so it didn't count. Shit like that.
What, Taco Bell lay him off or something?
All I figured is, if you couldn't beat him then, you couldn't beat him now. Metal Maniac jumps Morocco to start the match.
What a stupid decision by Metal Maniac. He earned everything that's about to happen to him.
Tell me Metal Maniac is not Glenn Osborne.
Before they said his name, I thought he was Glenn out because I didn't get no intros.
You've never seen those guys in the same time.
I'm gonna have didn't look into that.
Morocco no sells Maniac, power slam, Memphis pile driver outside. Morocco just destroying the Maniac.
Yeah.
Sully's getting buried by Paulie on play-by-play.
As it should.
Morocco lets Maniac back in. More Hawaiian onslaught. No slails and Irish whip into a clothesline. DDT, tombstones finish for the squizzage.
Yeah, buddy. And once again, that was just to send a message. It was to send two messages. For one, if Metal Maniac or Glenn Osborne, whoever he is, wasn't stupid and disrespectful and to attack him while he was in the middle of his promo, that beatdown wouldn't have been so vicious. He would have squashed him a whole lot faster. Would have been on to the next bum of the week. You know what I'm saying? But so he had to teach that young punk a lesson, and also send a lesson to all the jabronis in the ECW. Anybody who thinks that they have a shot at getting their hands on the ECW championship, this is what could happen to you. And I thought that was an excellent, excellent twofold message to send out there to the masses.
Opinions are like assholes. They all stink.
Not this one.
Take a drink. So, tag team title round one match. We got Sir Richard Michaels and Tony Hitman Stetson versus Wild Man Sal and Hardcore Hack. Hack has new gear and new music coming down to the ring. Still looks like a goof. And the crowd is getting HQR3.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah, Michaels with an updated yet dated look. Both stalling. Hack with a quick roll up. Shit happens. Terrible drop kick by Style. The Abbey breakup. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what happened. So, a PSA happens.
Yeah, in the middle of the... Like, fuck this match. We're just going to interrupt with a little video package one time.
Right, and then they show a long compilation of Abby doing shit. Mm-hmm. Not little Abby, not the headhunters, but fucking Abdullah the Butcher. Alright, so he's doing this shit. Then they come back to the match again. Finish. Hack and Michaels do a double down. Stetson twin magics Michaels. He acts hurt and goes down. Sal does the same thing. Sal possums on Stetson for the 1-2-3. Negative infinity.
Yeah, I gave it don't give a fuck, because any match that they interrupt with a video package, I immediately just lose interest and shit. So on top of it being a motherfucking tag team tournament match, is, you know.
Yeah, it was whatever.
It's like, oh, okay, y'all don't give a fuck, then I don't give a fuck. So,
right.
Yeah.
Todd comes to the ring amidst boos from the crowd. He shields the scaffold match between Jazzy JT Smith and the Dark Patriot, and other matches at Ultra Clash.
Ultra Clash.
Stan Hansen comes out, chokes out Todd with a bull rope, and then he cuts a promo calling out Snuka and then leaves.
Idiot.
Alright. Snuka Paul Lee pre-tape promo about Hansen taking care of business.
That's the super flyweight TCB.
You know, back in the day, you didn't like that shit.
Well, that was before he was a member of Hot Stuff International. Now I think it's pretty dope.
TV title match. Jimmy Superfly Snuka with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
That's right.
Versus the Lariat Stan Hansen. Shit. Okay. So after What's His Nuts choked out Todd, I said, who the fuck is the heel? Because Snuka's the heel. Hansen acting the heel is just fuck.
Yeah.
So Eddie's the babyface at this fucking point. Because they're cheering what Eddie's doing. They're all on fucking Eddie's nuts. Alright. Mixed reactions from the competitors. Hot start. Snuka bumps on the outside. Hansen follows and it's a brawl. Blah, 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 blah. Back in, chop in, back out. Alright. Snuka with no sales of chairs to the head. Back in. The pace slows to a chin lock. More cheap stuff back and forth. They got Hat Guy jaw jacking to fucking Eddie Gilbert. DDT for 2 by Hansen. Reversal by okay, who cares? Freddie jumps in on Stan Hansen, then puts the dude on his knee, and then he starts spanking Freddie Gilbert.
What type of shit is that about?
No fucking clue. It's ECW. It's not for everyone. And seeing another man spank another man is not what I want in my wrestling show.
Yes, not my idea of good entertainment.
All right. So, post-match, Hanson cuts a nonsensical fucking promo, and the show fucking ends. Overall, definitely skip this fucking show. There's no fucking need. The matches are garbage. As my man Drew Williams would say, they was booty on rye. Keeping it Cleveland, y'all. Shit. Next week.
Oh, man.
April 24th. Oh, shit. August 24th. August 31st. We steamrolling towards Ultra Clash.
Oh, man. It's any way to take any detours to Ultra Class, like, you know.
I mean, you can fucking watch WCW Saturday Night around the same time.
Any Hot Stuff International members on there, too?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you got Dustin Rhodes as the natural.
Yeah, that, yeah, no disrespect to Goldust or anything, but yeah, that's, you know, wasn't really feeling
The natural.
the natural and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
It would have grew. Had they really kept the Southern mentality of WCW and just said, fuck it, this is our product. You either fuck with it or you don't. The natural would have worked. Because you see the evolution of Dustin Rhodes as a character. He would have fucking got it eventually. You know? So, I don't know. We steamrolling towards Ultra Clash. My man to the right is Hollywood the Great One. Former Street Smart Trivia Champion.
But still, the Street Smarts pay-per-view prediction champion.
Nobody cares about that belt.
Oh, everyone cares about it. It's the most important, and it's the main one that defines the Street Smarts Championship brand. Street Smarts Championship brand, you know what I'm talking about? When they think of Street Smarts Champion, they think of the Street Smarts pay-per-view championship. And guess who has it? The Street Smarts pay-per-view champion, Hollywood the Great One.
Until next week, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out.
Peace.
Peace. Official.streetsmarks at gmail is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Fuck with us. Street Smart fan page at Facebook, official.streetsmarks on IG, street_smart at Twitter. Had to bring it in. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, August 17th, 1993. Wood, overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts? Shoot. It was mediocre show at best. You know what I'm saying? It's better than a clip show because it was some new stuff going on. Something happened at the end that I didn't like, but I'll explain more as food as you do the review. But yeah, about meh overall.
No, Brian. So initially we have the breakdown of the tag team title tournament bracket. So you got Bellomo and Sandman versus Stetson and Michaels. Woo. You got the Headhunters from the Wing promotion in Japan.
Who cares?
Versus the Koloffs.
Who cares?
You have Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, somebody. The leader and founder of Hot Stuff International in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance.
We also have in conjunction with him, his tag team partner is the Dark Patriot.
That's right. Also a member of Hot Stuff International.
And rounding out the first round is the Super Destroyers versus the Suicide Blondes.
Yeah. Woo.
All right, so you got Sully in the control booth running down the tag team title, the 2 matches that's going to be on tonight. Also, Morocco squashing some geek and Snooker and Hanson in the match. We got more ultra class shilling. Eddie comes in and greets Sully with a beer. He apologizes for stooging him off to his wife that there was a rat waiting for Sully after the show. There were actually 3.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to look out for him, but since you want to bitch about it.
Right. So yeah, dated references about Heidi Fleiss and her little black book. She was a Hollywood madam.
For those of you who may not have known.
Right. She was a madam for a brothel in Hollywood, and Hollywood stars would come and fuck the bitches. You know what I'm saying? And then she got exposed.
She was a female pimp.
Right, now. He puts $500 on the first person he sees who could do a better job than Jay Sully on play-by-play. Sully says, fuck that, I'll double it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Gilbert goes and takes a stroll. He goes, he sees a guy in a Redskins hat, gets him to come back to the control booth to Sully's surprise. His name is something, and he gets a format sheet. He starts reading it like Boom Howard from King of the Hill. Then he exposes, and then Sully finds out that the guy's a fucking plant because he rips off his shirt and then he has a King Eddie shirt underneath.
That's just a freaking coincidence.
Save me.
He is not a doggone plant. And Sully's just mad because he was literally 10 times better than Jay Sully reading off a piece of paper.
Don't you ever disrespect Jay Sully like that.
Jay Sully was all jelly. That's all.
All right.
And he didn't have the money to pay up. He was trying to come up off hot stuff.
I mean, but wouldn't you?
No, you can't come up off the King of Philadelphia. He's too smart for that.
Well, you figure since he's on his way out the door, he might as well get the money.
Jace, I don't know what you're talking about at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dag nabbit.
Ultra Clash.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
So we have an Ivan Koloff pre-tape promo. Ivan does all the talking. Vlad does all the stupid.
Damn, poor Vlad. Poor Vladimir.
Koloff versus the Headhunters in the first round match. Tag title tournament. Bulldog Bob Arteef explains the matches are one fall, 15-minute time limit. If it ends in a draw, then they do a coin flip to determine the winner. Holy fuck. Why would you do this?
Stupid. Just full on stupid.
Right. So, Ivan clearly is 100 years old at this point. And he has to fucking carry 3 people, including 2 miniature Abbeys. This is your first time seeing them.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, Sully and Paulie on play-by-play. Chairs and chains outside. They look like little Abbeys. Settles into a tag match. Vlad tag in with a belly-to-belly. Sully calls it a belly-to-back, and Paulie buries him.
Oh, real smooth, too. And shit.
Abby with a chain choke. Or Abby gets choked with a chain. Finnegan gets knocked over, and they call for the fucking bell. Crowd boos.
As
Me
they
too.
Should, yeah.
They keep fighting. Finnegan gets bumped again. Crowd cheers. They keep fighting. Victor Quinones comes in. The coin flips. And the Koloffs win. Negative infinity.
Yep.
They keep fighting. Whatever. What am I expecting? It's ECW. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, having a tag match and then having it being basically settled by a coin flip, an arbitrary coin flip, which I'm sorry, you was wanted to. So what it was they want? Oh, I get it. They had this tag team from Wing.
Right.
They were the tag team champions. It must have been a one-off deal or something, or they not going to be there all like that and stuff. They would need the Koloffs to advance, but they don't want the Japan or Wing, whoever doesn't want their team to do the job. So basically wrestling politics. So don't put that shit in the tag team tournament.
I think my little boo has graduated to second grade, y'all. Oh my God. I got a tear in my eye. Little smart Mark.
First of all, I am the pay-per-view champion, okay? So I am no one's son. So, but yeah. I think that's freaking wrestling politics right there.
It is. All right, so we got Todd in the ring announcing the ECW champ Don Morocco for a promo. Eddie Gilbert comes out with Morocco holding the belt. Morocco's looking for competition, and he starts burying all the top contenders for the title.
Yep, as he should.
A pre-tape promo shows, and it's Chico Santana.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Chico gives a quick little promo, and Morocco starts bitching about the IC title switch wasn't televised, so it didn't count. Shit like that.
What, Taco Bell lay him off or something?
All I figured is, if you couldn't beat him then, you couldn't beat him now. Metal Maniac jumps Morocco to start the match.
What a stupid decision by Metal Maniac. He earned everything that's about to happen to him.
Tell me Metal Maniac is not Glenn Osborne.
Before they said his name, I thought he was Glenn out because I didn't get no intros.
You've never seen those guys in the same time.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Morocco no sales maniac, power slam, Memphis pile driver outside. Morocco just destroying the maniac.
Yeah.
Sully's getting buried by Paulie on play-by-play.
As it should.
Morocco lets Maniac back in. More Hawaiian onslaught. No sales and Irish whip into a clothesline. DDT, Tombstone's finish for the squizzage.
Yeah, buddy. And once again, that was just to send a message. It was to send two messages. For one, if Metal Maniac or Glenn Osborne, whoever he is, wasn't stupid and disrespectful to attack him while he was in the middle of his promo, that beatdown wouldn't have been so vicious. He would have squashed him a whole lot faster. Would have been on to the next bum of the week. You know what I'm saying? But so he had to teach that young punk a lesson, and also send a lesson to all the jabronis in the ECW. Anybody who thinks that they have a shot at getting their hands on the ECW championship, this is what could happen to you. And I thought that was an excellent twofold message to send out there to the masses.
Opinions are like assholes. They all stink.
Not this one.
Take a drink. So, tag team title round one match. We got Sir Richard Michaels and Tony Hitman Stetson versus Wild Man Sal and Hardcore Hack. Hack has new gear and new music coming down to the ring. Still looks like a goof. And the crowd is getting HQR3.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah, Michaels with an updated yet dated look. Both stalling. Hack with a quick roll up. Shit happens. Terrible drop kick by Style. The Abbey breakup. Oh yeah. Okay. That's what happened. So a PSA happens.
Yeah, in the middle of the fuck this match. We're just gonna interrupt with a little video package one time.
Right, and then they show a long compilation of Abby doing shit. Mm-hmm. Not little Abby, not the headhunters, but fucking Abdullah the Butcher. All right, so he's doing this shit. Then they come back to the match again. Finish. Hack and Michaels do a double down. Stetson twin magics Michaels. He acts hurt and goes down. Sal does the same thing. Sal possums on Stetson for the 1-2-3. Negative infinity.
Yeah, I gave it don't give a fuck, because any match that they interrupt with a video package, I immediately just lose interest and shit. So on top of it being a motherfucking tag team tournament match, is, you know.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Just like, oh, okay, y'all don't give a fuck, then I don't give a fuck. So,
right.
Yeah.
Todd comes to the ring amidst boos from the crowd. He shields the scaffold match between Jazzy JT Smith and the Dark Patriot, and other matches at Ultra Clash. Stan Hansen comes out, chokes out Todd with a bull rope, and then he cuts a promo calling out Snooker and then leaves.
It is.
All right. Snooker Paul Lee pre-tape promo. about Hanson taking care of business.
That's the super flyweight TCB.
You know, back in the day, you didn't like that shit.
Well, that was before he was a member of Hot Stuff International. Now I think it's pretty dope.
TV title match. Jimmy Superfly Snuka with Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
That's right.
Versus the Lariat, Stan Hansen. Shit. Okay. So after What's His Nuts choked out Todd, I said, who the fuck is the heel? Because Snuka's the heel. Hansen acting the heel is just fuck.
Yeah.
So Eddie's the babyface at this fucking point. Because they're cheering what Eddie's doing. They're all on fucking Eddie's nuts. Alright. Mixed reactions from the competitors. Hot start. Snuka bumps on the outside. Hansen follows and it's a brawl. Blah, 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 blah. Back in, chop in, back out. Alright. Snuka with no sales of chairs to the head. Back in. The pace slows to a chin lock. More cheap stuff back and forth. They got Hat Guy jaw jacking to fucking Eddie Gilbert. DDT for 2 by Hansen. Reversal by okay, who cares? Freddie jumps in on Stan Hansen, then puts the dude on his knee, and then he starts spanking Freddie Gilbert.
What type of shit is that about?
No fucking clue. It's ECW. It's not for everyone. And seeing another man spank another man is not what I want in my wrestling show.
Yeah, it's not my idea of good entertainment.
All right. So, post-match, Hansen cuts a nonsensical fucking promo, and the show fucking ends. Overall, definitely skip this fucking show. There's no fucking need. The matches are garbage. As my man Drew Williams would say, they was booty on rye. Keeping it Cleveland, y'all. Shit. Next week.
Oh, man.
April 24th. Oh, shit. August 24th. August 31st. We steamrolling towards Ultra Clash.
Oh, man. It's any way to take any detours to Ultra Class, like, you know.
I mean, you can fucking watch WCW Saturday Night around the same time.
There's any Hot Stuff International members on there, too?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you got Dustin Rhodes as the natural.
Yeah, that, yeah, no disrespect to Goldust or anything, but yeah, that's, you know, wasn't really feeling
The natural.
the natural and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
It would have grew. Had they really kept the Southern mentality of WCW and just said, fuck it, this is our product. You either fuck with it or you don't. The natural would have worked. Because you see the evolution of Dustin Rhodes as a character. He would have fucking got it eventually. You know? So, I don't know. We steamrolling towards Ultra Clash. My man to the right is Hollywood the Great One. Former Street Smart Trivia Champion.
But still, the Street Smarts pay-per-view prediction champion.
Nobody cares about that belt.
Oh, everyone cares about it. It's the most important, and it's the main one that defines the Street Smarts Championship brand. Street Smarts Championship brand, you know what I'm talking about? When they think of Street Smarts Champion, they think of the Street Smarts Pay-Per-View Championship. And guess who has it? The Street Smarts Pay-Per-View Champion, Hollywood the Great One.
Until next week, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out.
Peace.
Peace. Gmail is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us, Street Smart fan page at Facebook, Street_Smarts on Twitter, official.streetsmarts on IG. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, August 24th, 1993. Wood.
What's going on, Fooch? How you feeling, my brother?
I'm good after that monumental fuck up.
Yeah, that was terrible. Like, it took us, we were trying to record the intro for like 6 minutes, y'all. We went through 749 takes, but finally, we can start this week's review.
Overall thoughts of this show?
Overall thoughts of this show was there were some memorable moments in it. Wrestling wasn't all that great, but it was an overall enjoyable show for me.
That's what I said. The show was enjoyable. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got last week's round one tag matchup. We got a recap, and then we got two other round one matches tonight that we got to promote for the tag team title tournament.
That's right.
All right, so we got Sully in the control room with Eddie off camera, and then run down the card. Eddie comes into the scene, and he does more Philly trash talk. Eddie stooges Sully's drinking problem. There's more Ultra Clash 1 promotion.
He also presented Jay Sully with a screwdriver, making fun of the alcoholic beverage, the screwdriver. What is it? I want to say it's orange juice and vodka.
Orange juice and vodka is a screwdriver. I don't partake in the devil's nectar anymore, though.
Well, I do. My drinks of preference, if anybody wants to bless Hollywood the Great One with an adult beverage, I drink Crown Royal Vanilla or Hennessy.
I drink Corona.
On the beer tip, I drink Corona, Heineken, Angry Orchard, Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Light, MGD, Miller, High Life,
Laser,
Milwaukee's Best Lager.
St. Ides, Old English.
Not anymore.
Just hit the corner store.
You know what I'm looking for,
St. Ides. All right. So we got an Eddie and Dark Patriot pre-tape promo for the round one tag match. More Ultra Clash promotion. Mm-hmm. Round one tag team title tournament match. Eddie and the Dark Patriot versus Jazzy JT Smith and Jobberman Tommy Cairo.
Not just Eddie and the Dark Patriot, my dude. It is the Dark Patriot, Hot Stuff. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. King Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. One who is a member of Hot Stuff International. The other, being the King of Philadelphia, is the leader and founder of Hot Stuff International. And we are also in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance. When you're talking about my family, get it right, Fooch.
All right, so we have the ECW Heavyweight Champion Don Morocco on color commentary for the match. That automatically gives the match 1 star. Cairo and with some shine. Sully still doesn't know the Dangerous Alliance and the Hot Stuff International merger. He doesn't understand anything.
Yeah, he's an idiot, apparently.
Still a goof. Smith win with some stuff, babyface, twin magic. I don't understand how this works because the referees are morons. Because one's black.
Yeah.
And the other one's white.
Yeah, that's the first clue.
So how do you get twin magic with these ECW referees?
Apparently they have very, very, very short-term memory.
All right, so we got JT with a terrible takedown on Eddie. Freddie with the heat spot. Sherry Martel chases him off.
And Sherry was looking mighty, mighty fine.
Sherry was looking good. Yo, why does she look like fucking trash in the WWF and WCW? But here, she looks good as shit.
I don't know. But
like seriously, it was like amazing how good she looked.
She came out, my jaw hit my motherfucking knee and shit because I was sitting up.
She never looked that good in the big two. Never. All right, Paulie comes down. Dark Patriot off the top from the top rope to the floor with an axe handle 2 times.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Hot tag Smith with a comeback. DP cutoff. Paul distracts the ref. Eddie with the exaggerated chain spot. Eddie hits DP. Smith knocks over Eddie. They have and then he hits a twisting crossbody for 3. Mm-hmm. 1 star for Morocco.
There was a point in the match while the ECW heavyweight champion, the magnificent Don the Rock Morocco, he was on color, and there was a point where he was saying that Tommy Cairo had some qualities that was hot stuff, international material, and I suspect at that particular time he accidentally grabbed Jay Sully's drink and got a little tipsy. So, just wanted to point that out.
All right, Eddie comes back. He's super late planting the chain. Finnegan sees him, but he doesn't even do anything. He looks directly at Eddie. Put the chain in JT's singlet.
Planting the chain? No, JT Smith put that chain back into his trunks.
So he hit himself and put the chain in his own singlet.
So what happened? I know it looked like Eddie Gilbert had the chain wrapped around his fist, and he jumped off the second rope, and Dark Patriot or somehow JT Smith got out the way and he hit Dark Patriot with a chain on his fist. But what had really happened was JT Smith had pulled out the chain to begin with. Eddie Gilbert had took it from him.
Okay.
And that's when he went to the top rope and stuff. And then that's when, because Dark Patriot don't be hitting the weight, so he lightweight, a weak body for real. You know what I'm saying? Kind of weak. So he let JT Smith go. Eddie hits him in the face. Okay, that did happen. JT Smith, though, while Eddie Gilbert was looking at Dark Patriot like, dang, you all right, bro? You cool, player? You know what I'm saying? Why you let him go? You need to do more push-ups. The chain came off his hand. JT Smith picked it up, whacked Eddie Gilbert with it one time, hit the Dark Patriot and Paul Heyman, put it in the back of his trunks, and then he got the pin. Eddie Gilbert, you know what I'm saying? If it was a normal man, he would have been unconscious for 3 days. But he was groggy for a little bit. He came to, he alerted the referee, like, hey, homie got a chain in his drawers. And I knew I felt a chain fist hit me in the chin. There go the chain, what's happening? And thankfully, the ECW official did the right thing, disqualified JT Smith and Tommy Cairo, and the right team advances to the finals of the ECW Tag Team Tournament Finals.
All right, so Eddie and Dark Patriot square off. Paulie comes in real fast to settle down the two partners, and they powder, and then Smith and Cairo end up looking like goofs in the ring because they get hot at the miscarriage of justice, so to speak.
There was no miscarriage of justice. Actually, justice was served for that match.
So we got Todd in the ring, bring out the fabulous Shane Douglas.
One last thing about that match. Once again, we making sure JT eating out here. That's all I wanted to say.
So we have Todd in the ring, and he brings out the fabulous Shane Douglas. Shane starts a promo, and then the Hot Stuff International all come to the ring.
All talking about represent everybody except for me, because I was here in Cleveland at that time. You know what I'm saying? In
2017. Yeah. So, so Paulie interrupts the promo, hugs Shane.
Yeah.
Immediately.
You know what I'm saying?
Todd goes, no!
Yeah, the look on his face was priceless.
So Shane Douglas has joined the Dangerous Alliance.
No, I'm sorry. Who did he join?
Oh, I was assumed that he joined the Dangerous Alliance, but he joined Hot Stuff International?
That's correct.
Okay.
In conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance.
So Shane cuts a heel promo. He announces that he has $10,000 for anybody in the back who can beat him.
10,000 of Ted Turner's dollars.
So Donnie Allen and Ernesto Broughton come out.
No, that is not Ernesto Broughton. That is Ernesto, just Ernesto.
Collectively known as Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is which, honestly.
Yeah, just is anything but Ernesto Broughton.
Oh, okay. So Shane Douglas versus Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal, which comprises of Donnie Allen and Ernesto Broughton.
It's not Ernesto Broughton. It is Ernesto something else. I can't remember the name right now, but it is not Ernesto Broughton. Okay? I told you he is. The courts have decided he is not legally allowed to use that name.
Squish Squash.
Let me look at my notes, see what this man's name is.
Belly to Bailey for the finish. On he hit the suplex on Broughton. Goof.
It is Ernesto Jobber.
So anyway, all of HSI have group pose because of the break.
Dang, I guess got two jobbers walk out, one of them being Ernesto.
Coming back with Super D for a pre-tape promo, they talk shit about the Suicide Smurfs in the tag team tournament. Round 1, tag team title tournament match. Super D's versus the Suicide Smurfs. All right, so we got the D's have new music. The Blondes have new music.
Oh, shoot.
New music day on the ECW tip.
I watched this on the network, so I got no music. I tried to find Mabel Mania, but nothing came up. I got Marble Mania, I got Mobile Mania, but I got no Mabel Mania. I even tried Maple Mania.
Just put MABEL space MANIA Mabel Mania.
Dude, I'll
2 words.
I'll show you the searches.
10 letters.
I'll show you the searches.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because that's exactly what I did. And that motherfucker was nowhere to be found.
HQR3 to the ring. Promo by HQ. He kept saying that the Blondes... he said they were at home and they forfeit the title match. He apologizes to the D's by letting them go. He offers them $25,000 to resign to him. Number 1 says they can't be bought. Hunter powders. And then they hit each other in the chest and hug it out.
I just want to... I just want everyone to know I tried to show Fuge my phone where I tried to search for Mabel Mania and he pushed my phone away. But yeah, Super D's love hugging themselves. I don't know who Super D number 1 think he is number 1 for turning down Hunter Q Robbins III like that. And his very generous offer of $25,000 to come on back to the Hunter Q Robbins III family with the Suicide Blondes. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how that works out for them.
So, in a bit of synergy, today in our wrestling history, we spoke about Candido giving notice.
That we did.
So, you can see the forfeit, and now you got the rest of history, you got Candido giving notice, so that explains why they forfeited.
So did he no-show this show, or was this their way of writing him off?
Well, you got to figure that this show was already taped, so this show was probably taped after the day in question, the 13th.
Okay.
So he already had given notice or left the territory or whatever have you. However it came out, he's dead, so we don't know. I do have a Chris Candido shoot interview that will be uploaded to the Extreme Project, though.
Oh, shoot.
So that will be on cue.
I look forward to that.
So just do your research. How about that?
Subscribe, everybody.
All right. So Sully with a Terry Funk lead in. So we got Terry Funk versus the Canadian Wolfman from July 27th. We got a Stan Hansen promo. He's promoting Ultra Clash. We got a Chico Santana promo. Arriba. He's fighting Morocco. So we got a Morocco promo with Steady Freddy.
You know, it's Bob.
My notebook's falling apart. It has officially fell apart. So Chico Santana versus the ECW heavyweight champion, Don the Magnificent, The Rock, Morocco.
That's right. Also member of Hot Stuff International in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance, in case you didn't know.
He's seconded by Steady Freddy.
Also, the younger brother of, excuse me, our leader and founder of Hot Stuff International, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. He is Mr. Freddie Gilbert.
New stock music from Morocco. Chico comes out to the La Bamba.
Oh wow.
So you had network.
Yeah.
Goof. Santino with the ponytail. I said, I wondered if this was I don't know my WWE history at the time. So is this after El Matador or is this between El Matador? When did he come back for the El Matador run?
Let me see. What WrestleMania was 1993? Let me think.
That was 9.
WrestleMania 9 was 1993, so it might have been El Matador. He faced Shawn on the beginning of a WrestleMania.
That was 9.
Okay, so yeah.
All right, so it's after El Matador.
What year was that again?
93.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just check the network. God damn.
Yeah. Yep. Because this is August.
All right.
93. That was April of 93.
Right. Did Chico have a match at SummerSlam?
At SummerSlam, I couldn't tell you.
All right.
I know he faced Shawn at WrestleMania.
All right. Chico with a House of Fire bumps Freddie into Morocco. Morocco bumps Freddie casually over the ropes. Pace slows down into a wrist lock. Cheating distraction combo by the heels. Paulie puts over Freddie Gilbert. Morocco has time to speak to the camera. They work the arm to negate Chico's forearm finish. So they're working in a little bit of psychology into this match.
That's right. That's what good wrestlers do.
Paul works in the tape thumb gimmick by mentioning a hangnail.
Yeah, yeah. Hangnails are very painful.
They are.
Especially if they're not managed properly.
So we got a bad shoulder breaker, tape thumb into the throat, pile driver reversed by Chico into a back body drop. Double down small package for 2 into the ropes. Tape thumb to the eye. Tombstone for the visual pin, but Freddie fucks up the pin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo. Woo. Yeah. I don't know if Freddie was high or if he was drinking or what he was on, but yeah. Go ahead.
So we got swinging that breaker. Freddie jumps in again. Chico runs Morocco into Freddie. Freddie comes back. Morocco just punches him to start the split. All right, so Chico come back. Flying burrito for the new champ. 2-star match. And Freddie powders up the ramp.
One thing you did neglect to mention, I'm sorry. There was a double clothesline spot. And
I didn't neglect.
I am a fan of the double clotheslines.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I omitted it just to fuck with you because I know you like that double clothesline spot from WrestleMania 6. We're real friends.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, somebody. It's iconic, you know what I'm saying?
I hate that fucking spot.
It's like when Superman's getting ready to finish off Doomsday in the comic book and shit. And, you know, he says his last words to Lois and shit. And then he go ahead and hits Doomsday with the double axe handle. And Doomsday catches him and stuff. And then, you know, he fall out and shit. Lois scoops him up in her arms and shit, which I think was a little emasculating, but whatever.
How do you lift Superman?
But he says to her with his dying words and stuff, he says, did I stop him? She's like, you saved us. You saved us all. You know what I'm saying? And then Superman just died, you know what I'm saying? So it's iconic like that. Wrestling provides real life moments like that. And the double clothesline, to me, especially Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6, both of the singles titles on the line, like anything that mattered in professional wrestling was on the line in that match that night. In the Silver
Sky Dome,
Toronto, whatever the Toronto Dome.
That's the next trivia.
Oh man,
you better know your WrestleMania cities.
Oh, ain't that a bitch? All right, well I'll start studying now.
All right, so we got Sully in the control room wrapping up the show. Paulie promo for the hard sell for Ultra Clash. Paulie has a Public Enemy hat on. Did you notice that?
I did not notice that.
He had a PE hat on. Is that a bit of foreshadowing?
It might be.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Eddie walks in to finish off the money promo. It was a money fucking promo to Hard Sell Ultra Clash. Overall, my notebook is falling to pieces. We got a new champ, and the ending promo was fucking money. Makes this show very enjoyable for me.
It was an enjoyable show, but I was pissed off at Freddie Gilbert. I know he is the little brother of our leader and founder, Eddie Gilbert, King of Philadelphia. But what the hell was he thinking? He cost Don the Rock Morocco the ECW Heavyweight Championship, and now Tito Santana has it. And
Chico Santana.
I mean, whatever you feel comfortable calling him, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jesse the Body Ventura, who also starred in The Predator, who's also been reviewed by Hot Stuff Hollywood in an earlier Street Smart discussion.
I started it off, but the Fooge took it over and stuff. I ranted about it in our Street Smart discussion. Make sure you check out our channel to see what I had to say about that.
So we'll be back for the August 31st show. Official.streetsmarks@gmail is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us on Facebook, Street Smart fan page, official.streetsmarks on IG, or street_smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, My Mama Birthday, August 31st, 1993. Wood, overall thoughts of your show? Of the show.
First of all, happy birthday, Mama Fooge. Oh. I'm trying not to lose my shit over here because I'm trying to no-sell the new ECW. So I guess it's not all that new at this point, but it's compared to the original ECW show theme song. You know, I'm trying to no-sell it, and Fooge is over here next to me dancing and having a good time and making all kind of obscene gestures and stuff. And I'm trying not to laugh. And oh, shoot, anyway. Again, happy birthday, Mama Fooge.
Your thoughts on the show?
Oh, shoot. My thoughts on the show was... man, shoot, after so many brews and at this point, I don't remember. Off the top of my head, though, I do remember enjoying the show, except for I know HSI, also known as Hot Stuff International, in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance, was short a little bit of gold, but other than that, it was a pretty good. There was a match on the card that had. It was a great motherfucking match, but the motherfucking finish was stupid, and it pissed me off, and it ruined a good doggone match for me. Other than that, it was a pretty good show.
Yes or no, Goof? Is it good or not?
Slightly good, but there's enough to nitpick at it.
All right. So we got a wacky Stan Hansen promo, hard selling September 18th. Mentioned it 3 fucking times. September 18th.
Yeah.
September 18th. I mean, I guess he's old school, so I guess I get it. All right, so Sully runs down the card for the night. Eddie comes in for the usual back and forth bickering. Eddie continues the drinking Jay Sully angle. Sully's drunk. We get it.
He blessed him with the gift of a bottle of Crown Royal.
Because he was the king.
And I don't know if y'all... I mentioned it on a previous show, but I am one of my favorite drinks outside of Hennessy is Vanilla Crown Royal.
This segment is hella long already. So Eddie then buries Jerry Lawler because he's been shooting on Raw commentary. All right.
Oh man, that was dope.
So
that got me hyped.
So my cynical mind goes, this might be the beginning of the ECW invasion to Raw. All right. So check this out, right? You remember ECW invading Raw in '97. You know Jerry Lawler was always talking shit about extremely crappy wrestling.
Yeah, and he meant that stuff.
So he's talking this shit right on Raw. You know, 3.4 million people are watching it, blah, blah, blah. But this small fucking clique in Philly is listening to Eddie rally back at him, talking about how he's the real fucking king and Jerry's the fake fucking king. Now, here's something you might not know. Did you know that Vince McMahon did a beta test of his heel character in Memphis in '93?
Really?
Yes. If you go on YouTube, Goof, and you type in,
he must be talking to y'all. So he's not talking to Hollywood the Great One.
If you type in Memphis, there are several promos of Vince McMahon doing heel promos with the USWA belt, fleshing out his heel character. So this is in '93.
In '93.
So here you go. You got Jerry doing his shtick on air. Okay. You got Eddie in Philly under the guise of Paul Lee doing his shtick.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And you got Vince at the same time doing a beta test of his heel character that he was going to bring out in '97 in '93.
Dang. That's some long-term planning on your ass.
Tell me these three things, because here we go. Because Jerry's always done Memphis bookings. He always, runs Memphis. So Eddie's always going to go back to Memphis and make some money. So you got the King of Philly, coming in to fight the King of Memphis. That's a ready-made feud right there.
Oh, man.
For their shit.
It sure is.
You see what I'm saying?
Then there'll be one king.
And they're doing it on Vince's TV and on Todd's TV. They're doing their fucking angles on other people's TV.
It's next level.
And Vince is fucking down there doing his beta run for his fucking heel shit.
And he tried, like how stand-up comics go to... They like the big ones. They work smaller rooms when they try out new material on smaller rooms.
Exactly. All right, so we got Sully goes over to answer the phone, and but Eddie's calling it. He's playing a prank on Sully. Ha 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 ha. Segment's 10 minutes long at this fucking point. We come back to hear Eddie going out with 6 rats. All right, and all the girls were named the same names as Todd's wife, Sonny's wife. You know what I'm saying? Like all their ex-wives. And Eddie's going out with these 6 rats to go fuck them later on at the Travel Lodge, probably.
That's what I'm talking about, Eddie.
Segment ends at 12 minutes. Fuck you, ECW.
Damn, that's a little harsh. I mean, you were treated to some of the musings of King Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Not at that point. I'm ready to get some wrestling going. All right, so we got a Hack and Sal promo. Sal has the U.S. flag. He's cutting a terrible USA promo against the Koloffs. Then you got the Koloff response promo. 150%. Watch for Vlad's suplex. 3-time national champ. I don't know if that's a good Russian, but whatever. It was terrible.
Yeah, that was a terrible Russian accent. Right. And the match was terrible.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you.
Hack and Sal versus the Koloffs. Sal throws stuffed animals into the crowd. Nope. I'm not watching this. And then, I got it. I figured out the story of the match. I was mid-blunt. Alright? Mm-hmm. So I watched the match again, right? Mm-hmm. So I sit there and go, alright, so the Russians are trying to out-wrestle Hack and Sal because they can't wrestle. Mm-hmm. We know this. Mm-hmm. So, fucking, which one? Sal says, fuck this.
Right.
Takes off his boot.
Right.
Hits him in the fucking back.
Right.
Flips over for the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
I said, oh shit, I get it. At first, I thought it was a negative fucking match. Then I thought it was a negative infinity match. But it just ended up being like a -1 match because it's still hardcore hacking style in the fucking match. They're terrible.
They are.
Right. But I get it. I get it.
So go expound though, because there are some people who don't get it.
Well, okay. Well, the promos basically they were talking about their little shtick, right? But the Russians were going on and saying how they're better wrestlers than Hack and Sal, so they'll easily get by him. All right. So since in the match played out that Vlad and Ivan will try to out wrestle these guys and easily beat them because they could. So they figured out, well, we can't out wrestle them. So fuck it, I'm just gonna take my boot off, cheat, and then win.
As the face,
right? I mean, as a baby face, but you understood the psychology of the match.
That's right.
All right, so we got Todd in the ring talking about the transgender battle royal. Now, okay,
it's intergender.
Okay, so are there boys and girls in the match?
Ooh, yes, there are.
So there would be a cross of genders in the battle royal, correct?
Correct. That's why it's intergender.
So a cross also means trans. So transgender battle royal. So Todd's in the ring and he calls out the participants of the match. Peaches comes out looking skanky as ever.
Now she could be considered transgender,
right?
But the other ladies are all 100% women.
All right,
somebody.
So she comes out to the ring. I was like, they better not get this bitch a mic. And they gave this bitch a mic.
Gave it to her first. Like she's the prime motherfucking star of the match and shit.
She cuts a quick promo talking about getting the money. She doesn't have to. She doesn't need the money, but so she's gonna win, so she doesn't have to suck dick for coke. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
All right. And then HQR3 comes out next.
That's right.
He also says he doesn't need the money.
He definitely doesn't need the money because he's a very wealthy man.
He just wants to put women in their place.
And there's 2 places women belong. Did you get that?
Yeah. One's the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And the other one is the bedroom?
Come on, somebody.
The Vooch knows.
You know what I'm saying?
Terrible Tiger comes out next to a nice sized pop. She's not worried about the girls, but for the guys, one way or another, she'll have them all going down to their knees.
Oh man, and Hunter Q. Robbins III is a lucky man.
She puts the feather boa around him and like pulls him down into her chest, right?
That's right, into her titties.
He sells it only like a gay man could.
You could say titties on here.
Yeah, titties.
Yeah. Oh man.
Breasts.
Ooh, and she came out to a loud pop too.
She did. She had a great pop.
Like, oh man, and she looked so good.
All right, Angel comes out next.
Then she comes out with that stupid jacket on.
Couple cheers.
Her name is Big Busty Angel. Because I originally wrote Big Titty Angel, but then they showed her name and it said Big Busty Angel.
So it was only a couple cheers for Angel, so it must have been a lot of new fans because they obviously didn't see the sizzler.
Obviously, oh man.
If they saw the sizzler, they would know that Angel should have been like cheered out of the. Everybody should have popped for goddamn Angel. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't listened to the Sizzler review, you're a goof. Go listen to it.
When does she get naked again?
You got to watch Ultra Clash. Angel's walking. She has a U.S. flag jacket, blatantly saying "Cheer for me, cheer for me." Shitty promo. All right.
Show your tits. Show your tits.
Freddie comes out next.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Literally.
Yes. Oh, I wish we could play it on the show right
They came out, boo, mean boos. Might have been piped in boos, but somebody like face mugged them. You know what I'm saying? Like
I saw this.
Over.
Because it looks like he got mugged a little on his way to the right.
So Fearless Freddie comes out, cuts the greatest under 30-second promo ever. Talking talking about. I said it was better than History Beckons than the Macho Man. I said it was that great.
Oh man.
He said, I'll throw everybody out one by one, but before I throw them out, I'll give everybody a good kiss on the lips.
A wet kiss. So I gotta ask you: is he really legit related to Eddie Gilbert?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because he was like that promo.
It's in
like,
the blood.
I'm like, he sounds like little Eddie right there.
I'm sure Eddie probably cut that promo in the back for him, but damn it if he ain't delivered that shit.
Nailed that shit.
Oh my God, that shit was the best. I'll throw you out. The Memphis Southern voice and everything. Give you a big wet kiss before I throw you out the ring one by one. And then Sherry Martel comes out last. The other people powder out the ring.
Yeah.
Sherry cuts a promo. Freddie comes back with roses behind his back. Yeah. He tries to win Sherry over.
Right.
Then Angel comes out and proclaims that Freddie is her man.
Yeah.
Then drags him off by the ear. And then Sherry finishes her promo drunk as a skunk. She's like, "Come on, I'm gonna kick some ass." Yeah. I'm like, "Bitch, you drunk?" Yeah. She did not look good in this episode.
She said ass twice, which was
yo. She was happy to say ass too. She was ready.
She rehearsed ass.
Right. So we got a second round tag title tournament match. Super D's versus Eddie, the King of Philadelphia. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And the Dark Patriot.
That's okay. But he is the King of Philadelphia. Hot Stuff. I'm sorry. Now I'm messing up. But see, this is why you got to be careful who you hang around with, because sometimes when people mess up stuff, it trickles down to you. This is how it's supposed to be. The leader and founder of Hot Stuff International in conjunction with the Dangerous Alliance. He is the King of Philadelphia, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Seconded by the fabulous Shane Douglas.
Yeah, him too.
Before the match starts, the feed goes out and it's back to the fucking control room. Sully's trying to open up the Crown Royal. Eddie pulled the match, and some mealy mouth goof comes out and gives Sully some Dunkin' Donuts. He pays for Eddie's, and he said he pays for Eddie, and then he said, "I'm like, where the fuck is this shit going?" And then he turns around and the fucking dude has a King Eddie t-shirt.
That is an amazing t-shirt, and
it was awful.
Unfortunately, they're not available anymore, but I would check on eBay, see if there's some. I still have mine. But that was the gentleman who Eddie was looking for, someone who, off the first person he saw off the street who could replace Jay Sully in the booth, and it was that gentleman.
So it was a plan. All right, back in progress.
No, he's just a very hard-working individual
who happens to be around the ECW arena all the time.
He delivers Dunkin' Donuts, and he walks down the street by the ECW arena.
Dark Patriot with the heat on number 2. He gives number 2 the chain. Number 1 with a comeback. Obvious chain pull from his slacks, and he stuffs his mask. Headbutt for Eddie. Number 1 with the power slam. Tag number 2, but HQR3 comes up, gives number 2 the money to turn heel. Number 2 headbutts number 1, rolls Eddie over for the win.
Wise decision by number 2. You
Super
know what I'm
done.
saying? Because you were going I get you probably didn't like number 1 speaking for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I could tell. On last week's episode, when Hunter Q. Robbins offered y'all $25,000, that's $12,500 apiece. He offered y'all that to come on home because he brought y'all the ECW Tag Team Championships. And number 1 he didn't even hand you the mic. They're like, "Oh, tell him what you think, number 2." Or no, I'm sorry, he has an accountant voice. "Tell him what you think, number 2." You know what I'm saying? So, he ain't do none of that. He just like, oh, we're not taking your money. We don't need you. And then I could see you in the back like, wait a minute, don't I get a vote in this? And yes, you do get a vote in this, number 2, and you made the right decision.
Did you see the special tag match with Miguel Perez Jr. and Mr. Danger versus the Headhunters?
I did. That was the what I was alluding to when you asked me what I thought of the show. That was a great match for me and stuff until the freaking finish.
Holy shit. This motherfucker has no clue. Alright, so the little Abby's on the outside early. Fuck this. Powerbomb on Danger. Chairs on the outside. Perez already gigged. Suplex, dropkick by Perez. Tope by Perez. Chair stuff in the outside. Lil Abby gigged on fucking camera.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
All 4 guys are in and out the fucking ring. Little Abby hits a moonsault. Slow double cover. No contest for the negative fucking infinity match.
I found that match to be enjoyable. Like, as far as ECW match goes and stuff, there was a lot of action in there. Certainly the most action of the night, and y'all know I'm a Hot Stuff International guy. But yeah, the freaking finish ruined, especially when the doggone one of the little Abbeys had nailed the moonsault. He was pinning the I forget which dude he was pinning. He was pinning
the hairy back dude or the Jap.
I didn't care enough to write it down as far as to differentiate who was who, but because they're from Wing, right?
Right. Yes. Oh my God, Miguel Perez Jr.'s back.
Oh yeah,
his back was hairy as shit.
He's a very fuzzy dude, but yeah. So he one of the little Abdullah the Butchers hits the moonsault. He's covering the dude for like 2-3 seconds. The ref is, you know what I'm saying, I guess he's waiting for the other pair to get in their spot so he can do the weak ass double cover. So, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, all right, so while I'm like, why is the ref not counting? The first time I'm watching this, I'm like, why is the ref not counting? I'm like, okay, maybe the dude who's getting pinned is not the legal man. But no, the other pair get in a position and the opposites, and then he double counts with both hands and stuff. I'm like, oh shoot, if you can count these motherfuckers, you could have count these niggas. And so really the manhunters or headhunters,
Little Abbeys.
The Little Abbeys really won the match.
Little Abbeys are the worst tag team on the planet. They're awful.
Well, they was in an enjoyable match for me.
He's a mark, y'all.
Hey, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that match up until the doggone finish. That freaking ruined it for me.
All right, so we got a tag main event. Chico and Stan Hansen versus Don Morocco and the fabulous Shane Douglas. I mean, he's not the ECW champ no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was robbed by Eddie Gilbert, I hate to say. But Freddie did cut that nice promo. But, you know, we gonna work Freddie out. We gonna work on getting the ECW championship back. And, you know.
Spoiler alert, not gonna happen. Paulie doing a Ventura bit about Chico. Face shine early on Douglas, face shine early on Morocco. Public service announcement breakup for the Big Abby vignette. Back to the tag match. Santana in peril, nerve hold, heel cut off with distraction. Fuck all this. Hansen's pissed. They're running in like a goof. Santana with the mannerisms, but he's a nice sized guy in a small ring. So I'm waiting for the hot tag for Hansen. Hansen whips Fatty into the ropes and they break. The whole fucking top rope just smacks off.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So now the match completely falls the fuck apart. Power slam on Douglas. Hot Stuff International runs in. Dark Patriot holds Hansen. Eddie misses with the fireball and he hits fucking, what's his nuts?
Dark Patriot.
Right. And then Hansen comes back in, clears the ring with the bull rope. Who was jobbing? Nobody was fucking jobbing in that match, so they had the schmaz bullshit. But it was creative, so I said, top rope break, work. So work.
Yeah,
Because Hansen wasn't jobbing. Hanson ain't did a job yet. Because he got Japan money he got to get to. So he is never. That's why he always flaked out on WCW. You know what I'm saying? And he never went to Vince because he was always going to flake on Vince. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
And Vince wasn't going for it.
Right. And Chico wasn't going to job. He was a champ. You know what I'm saying? Morocco wasn't going to job. And Eddie is about to fucking do the match at Ultra Clash. So, who's jobbing? You run that bullshit schmaz, and then you got the fucking the rope break to cover up the schmaz finish. To make it look like, oh, damn.
One thing I am glad that happened is if we couldn't get Stan Hansen with the fireballs, that we did get Dark Patriot with the fireball, because I'm sick of him and I'm sick of his shit. So, good job, Eddie. And, you know, hey, if you can't get the main target, at least get the motherfucking snake in the grass. Because, yeah, I'm done with Dark Patriot.
It's dissension in Hot Stuff International in conjunction with a Dangerous Alliance, y'all.
That's right. And I'm going to have a nice little talk with Paulie, and we're going to talk about getting rid of the Dark Patriot, because it's over with for him. And hopefully, as a matter of fact, he better be glad he wears a mask, because if he didn't, then his face would be smelling like chicken McNuggets right now.
So overall, with the Little Abby clusterfuck and then the bullshit finish at the end, awful show. Freddie almost saved it, though.
Oh, man.
Freddie almost saved it.
Oh, man, we have got to put that Freddie Gilbert little it can't hurt to put that little promo up on the channel, can it?
Nah. If Mabel Mania has all the damn shits, then I can slice it out.
I'm gonna have to get you to Google or YouTube Mabel Mania for me, because I couldn't. As when I tried to show you and you pushed my phone away, I couldn't find it when I tried to search it on YouTube. So I would love to see the Mabel Mania.
Cause you're a goof.
You know what? You better be glad I got a piss, or I think of a witty retort. But right now I'm just thinking about keeping my urine inside of my urethra or bladder or whatever body part holds my pissing.
Life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
Peace.